So it's been a while since I've done my last haul, and I've accumulated a few books to show you guys. So this is from before Christmas, during Christmas, and after Christmas, because I got some gift cards for chapters and I went and bought some books the other day and I still have money on my gift cards, so I'm gonna go buy some books some more days. Oh, I have 2 more books there I have to show you, okay.
Told her that I loved her, was not sure if she heard. The roof was pretty windy and she didn't.
So I'm gonna start with the books that I bought before Christmas, and this dates back from like September, October area of the year of 2015. So let's get to it. The first book that I have to show you was the November Booksplosion book of the month, I think, and it's Illuminate by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff. Now, I've already read this one. It was so fun to read. It was kind of slow-paced at the beginning, or not really slow-paced, but kind of confusing. So I didn't really get into it until the halfway mark, and let me just say, when you get to the halfway mark, it just hits the ground running and you have to hold on to your seat because it's that action-packed and it's so much fun. So this is like a sci-fi action adventure, gotta save the world type of book. If you don't know, the whole book is told in case files and interviews and database and surveillance camera. Okay, sure. And it's the first in a series of 3, I believe, and it was just really fun, and it's huge, but it goes by really fast, so don't be intimidated by the size. If you want to read it, it goes by really fast because it is told in such weird format. This next book I've wanted for a really long time because I had read 2 other Colleen Hoover books, and so I went and bought Maybe Someday by Colleen Hoover. So this one, I'm not sure what it's about. I think it's about this musical girl. I don't really want to know what it's about. I like to go into her stories knowing not much, really, just like a little bit, but not too much. So it's a love story, obviously. They're all love stories and they're all perfectly wonderful. And this would be my 3rd Colleen Hoover book purchased, and I've only read 2, and I have more coming your way in this haul. I read Slammed and Confess before, and I really, really love them, especially Confess. Confess was just fantastic, and I'm hoping that these are really good as well. And I mean, I've heard good things. It's Colleen Hoover. She's the queen now of not young adult, of new adult contemporary books. Everybody loves Colleen Hoover, so I'm excited to pick this one up. The next book I have is Everybody Sees the Ants by A.S. King. Everybody knows that Ariel Bissett loves A.S. King. It's like her favorite contemporary author, YA author ever. And I have read, what's it called? Ask the Passengers by A.S. King. Fell in love with it. It was so good. You have to check it out. And I've been looking for this one in the bookstore for so long, and it was just never there. So I thought maybe they just don't sell it here. Once I went to the bookstore and it was there, and I almost had a mini heart attack when I saw it, so I just grabbed it and run for the hills. So I think this is Ariel's favorite book of A.S. King. I'm not entirely sure, but I believe it is. Correct me if I'm wrong. And I'm not sure what it's about again, but she loves it, and I love to Ask the Passengers, so I'm sure I'm just gonna love this one too. I have an accent now. This happens sometimes when I film videos. So those were the 3 books that I bought before Christmas, and these next books I got for Christmas from my parents. And the first one that I got was the Shadowhunter Codex by Cassandra Clare and Joshua Lewis. And I've been eyeing this for so long, but I was just not gonna buy it because I'm like, it's not a real book, and it's kind of a waste if it's just gonna sit on the shelf. Ooh. But it's got some really cool pictures inside, and you got little notes from Chase and Clary and just everybody. Next, I have one that I had forgotten that I asked for Christmas, and it's the Happily Ever After companion to the Selection series by Kira Cass, and it's hardcover. We usually don't have these books in hardcover for some reason. They are always in paperback. Even when they come out, we always get them in paperback. So my whole series is in paperbacks, and this one is randomly in hardcover. But it is so beautiful. You have pictures inside, and you got a nice little crown on the front of the book, and you got designs of the dress, and you have a map of Irelia. So you have like beautiful drawings of the story inside, and it's just so much fun. So this book contains, let's see, the prince, the guard, the queen, the favorite, plus exclusive scenes, lush illustrations, bonus epilogue to the one, and more. So I absolutely love this series in 2015. I can't wait to see what happens with these stories. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be so much fun. This year I've discovered a few new YouTubers, and one of them was Zoe Sugg, and I knew that she had written a book, but I didn't really know her, so I didn't really feel the need to buy her book. So this year I started watching her, and I just love her. She's so cute, she's so fun, I love her accent. So I had to buy her book. Well, I didn't buy it, I got it for Christmas. And it's Girl Online by Zoe Sugg, and it's a contemporary, and I think it's gonna be really fun. It's about this girl who vlogs, and it's like we can relate to each other because we're vloggers, we're all video making people on this earth. The next book that I have to show you is Aristotle and Dante Discover the Secrets of the Universe. I don't know how many times I've heard people rave about this book and how good it is and how cute it is and how heartwarming it is, and I just had to get it, and it was always in paperback at my store, and I wanted it in hardcover, so I got it for Christmas in hardcover. Again, I don't really know what this book is about because I don't really want to know. It's about two boys, and I think they're gay or something, and it sounds really cute and fun and so good. Look at all these awards, 1, 2, 3, 4 awards. You can't say that this book isn't good with all those awards, right? This next book was like one of my most anticipated books to get at Christmas, and it's November 9th by Colleen Hoover. I have it in my hands now. I'm so excited. You don't even know. I've been, when I saw it in the bookstore, I was like, no, I'm gonna get it for Christmas probably. I'm not gonna pick it up. I'm not gonna pick it up. I'm not gonna pick it up. It was so hard to walk away and not get it in my hands and just walk out of the store with it. But I am so happy that I have it. I've heard good things about this book, and it sounds really good. I don't really know what it's about. I think it's two people who meet on November 9th each year. That's all I know because that's all I've heard people say, and I don't want to know anymore because I don't want it to be spoiled. Along with November 9th, my other most anticipated book for Christmas was Carry On by Rainbow Rowell.
Carry on, let the good times roll, sail on, let your path unfold, and it won't be long, won't be long, won't be long, you know it's gonna get better.
I read this book in December, right when I got it for Christmas, and I've had Carry On by Five Sauce in my head, stuck in there for the past week. And it's just fantastic because I love that song. It's like a cappella and it's beautiful and I love it, and it gives me chills every time I listen to it, and I wish it were longer than that 2 minutes. Not even 2 minutes, it's like a minute or something because it's just this little clip of a song and it's beautiful. Jordan, you can relate to me, right? Please say you can. It's like a Harry Potter type book, you know, it's the fan fiction from Fangirl. You know, when Kath writes fan fiction for Simon Snow, and I don't remember what the book in the book is called, but her fanfiction is called Carry On Simon, and Rainbow Rowell based this book on her idea in Fangirl. It's like really complicated if you haven't read Fangirl. It was so good, and the finale of this book, okay, that was weird. And the end of this book was so good, and I got really surprised at how it ended. Like, the way that everything turned out was like, whoa, I was not expecting that. So it was really good. You gotta go check it out. All right, this one is a honker. It's quite heavy. It's 800 and something pages, but you can't really tell by the size of it how long it is. And it's Winter by Marissa Meijer, the last book in the Lunar Chronicles. Now, I wasn't able to read this with the Booksplosion crew in December because I didn't get it until December 25th, and the live show was before that. So I'm really excited to read this, and let me just say, people have been saying that the pages are like Bible thin. I don't think people have read Bibles because the Bible has really super thin pages. We can almost see through them. These are not even close to how thin Bible pages are. They're thin, but they're not Bible thin, okay? I can't wait to see how everything wraps up in this book. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be awesome. I've heard nothing but good things again for this book, and I love the cover as well. The apple in Snow White's hand looks fantastic. It's glowing, which means it's poisoned. And now that I'm remembering who Snow White is in this story, Oh boy, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be good. I just know it. Next, I got the biggest book in the entire world, and it's the big illustrated Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone. Ah! It's so big. Look how big it is next to my face. It's like 4 times my face. It's so big and heavy and beautiful and gorgeous, and the pictures inside are amazing. I don't know who, what. I am so happy I have this, and I can't believe they're coming out with one every year for 7 years. All right, now moving on to the books that I got after Christmas with some gift cards that I got for Christmas. So I got 3 books yesterday at Chapters. The first one is Ugly Love by Colleen Hoover. This is now my 5th Colleen Hoover book, and I've only read 2 of them, so I have a whole bunch waiting for me on my shelf just to be read and have a good time. And this one, I think it's more mature than the other ones. There's more sex scenes in it or something. I'm not too sure what's happening, and I'm not sure again what the story's about. I'm telling you, I try to stay clear of the synopsis of these books because it's a contemporary, so if you tell people what it's about, it kind of spoils the whole thing, right? So it's better not to know what's going on when you go into this book. So that's what I'm doing the whole time with all my books, really. This next one, a lot of people had it on their favorite books of 2015 and also 2014, and it's To All the Boys I've Loved Before by Jenny Han, and I've heard nothing but good things about this book, and I didn't want to buy the second one too, just in case I didn't like it. I didn't want to spend my money on it for no reason, but I'm pretty sure I'm gonna love it because everybody thinks it's just so cute. So what I know from this is that we have this girl who writes love letters to the boys that she loves, but she doesn't send them, she keeps them in a box, and then one day the letters get out and all hell breaks loose, and I don't know what happens after that, so that's why I got it, you know, because I don't know what happens and I want to know what happens. And the last book that I have to show you guys is Passenger. Yes, no S. Passenger by Alexandra Bracken. Now, I did not like The Darkest Minds. Not that I didn't like it, but it was a disappointment for me. It didn't thrill me like I was hoping, and everybody loved it just so much, and it just fell flat for me. People have been loving it, the people who got ARCs, and it actually doesn't come out until Tuesday, but I got it 2 days before. 3 days before, actually. Ha! Yeah, it's a beautiful cover. I prefer it so much more than the cover for Darkest Minds, first of all. But seriously, if the book flops, the cover saves it. The cover saves the whole book. And I'm hoping, so hoping, Sarah J. Maas. So apparently Sarah J. Maas blurbed this book, and she says, grabs you by the heart from its opening notes and doesn't let go until it's knockout. Blockbuster finale. Sarah J. Maas, New York Times best-selling author. Okay, if S.J. Maas, my queen, says that this book is fantastic, it better be fantastic because I trust her judgment because her books are simply phenomenal. So if she says that this is phenomenal, it better be phenomenal. Please let this be so good, God. Okay, so those are all the books that I've accumulated since probably November up until January 2nd. So I don't really feel like holding them all. You can see them all here. There's many. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 books. Whew. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Let me know if there was one book that you really wanted for Christmas that you got. Let me know what it was down below. Mine was probably November 9th or Carry On. It's one of those, probably the 2 of them. They were my most 2 anticipated books of Christmas. And I can't wait to read November 9th because I already read Carry On. It was really good. And I'm kind of losing my voice, I think. Don't forget to subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Just click the red button that's right below my face. It says subscribe. And also, all my social media links are down below in the bottom description. You know, Twitter, Instagram, Goodreads, and Snapchat. I'll link them all down there. So you could go check them out and follow me on there, maybe, if you want to be my friend. You got a friend in me. So, I guess that's it for today. And I'll see you guys really soon with a brand new video. Bye!
All I know at the end of the day is you want what you want, and you say what you say, and you follow your heart, even though it'll break sometimes.